We're diving more now into this Texas draft with Aaron Wilson, Pro Football Network, Sports Talk 790. Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Finally get some sleep, man. You've been nonstop the last months, really, but the last few days have been really busy for you guys. How do you like this class from Nick Caserio?
Outstanding draft class. I thought Nick Caserio and his personnel department, they really planned this well, executed the draft capital that they have. They were able to get football players that they can plug in. And I thought there was a theme to the draft beyond the Southeastern Conference and how many guys they had from the SEC, including local football players. Yeah. What they did here was they got faster. I thought they became a more aggressive, tougher football team, and added a lot of guys. I think they're just really hungry football players and did not have any red flags. This was a really clean bunch of players, good prospects.
All right, let's start with Derek Stingley Jr. now, the cornerback out of LSU. Aaron, lots of questions about his health. Should there be a concern? Is he fully recovered from that Liz Frank now? Because what a player he was when he was healthy.
Right, yeah, Randy, I thought that he proved at the pro day when he ran between 4.33 and 4.37 that the Liz Frank injury is behind him. And when healthy, there's no better cornerback. And you think about the upside of the player, this is someone that can be a real generational talent at the cornerback position. And they bet on the upside. Instead of going with Sauce Gardner, who I think plays to a really high level, they went with the player that had the higher ceiling. That's Derek Stingley.
Kenyon Green, a lot of people are excited on how he can fit in with this offensive line. He's got to be a starter from day one.
I think so, yeah. He'll be a starting guard for them, I believe. A Tascasita product, Texas A&M, guy that knocks people down, really big, very strong. And for anyone that's been around him, you can tell how well coached he is. He's very serious about football and immediately upgrades one of the weakest positions on the team, the offensive guard spot.
Let's jump into round two. Jalen Petrie, Baylor, Stafford High School, and John Mechie III, the receiver out of Alabama. That's nice pickups out of round two.
Right. With Jalen Petrie, you get someone that's played a lot of spots, including the star position for Baylor, which is kind of a hybrid safety linebacker position. Great tackler, very rangy. And then John Mechie III, a bit of a delay on the investment you have with him because he's coming off of a torn ACL. Even though he said he'll be full go by July, Nick Caserio pumped the brakes on that. He said,
I noticed
we'll see him later. And I could envision him being on the physically unable to perform list, possibly to start training camp. Maybe they just take their time with him. But what a talent, and great after the catch.
Hey, no doubt Caserio and company love the SEC. 6 of their 9 picks out of the SEC. Round 3, Christian Harris, the linebacker. How much do you like him coming out?
Harris is very athletic. He's a converted safety, and that's something that Nick Saban liked to do, was take a football player that maybe they're not the fastest defensive back, but they're the fastest linebacker. That's what he did with him. You get a 4.4 guy at linebacker that's downhill, that's very instinctive. He's not the biggest linebacker, but he perfectly fits Lovie Smith's 4-3 defense, and he's had a lot of good linebackers over the years. I think this guy is the next one.
Can Pierce, running back, they took him in round 4. Can he be an impact guy in that backfield?
Right, yeah, I think he can be. He's a tackle-breaking presence. He's good at pass protection. I was at the Senior Bowl All-Star game, and he kind of jumped out to me in these blocking drills where he's knocking down linebackers. You saw the highlight where he loses his helmet, he still runs into the end zone, catches a touchdown. We had a fun Zoom with him that's kind of making the rounds go
He's got a little
viral.
personality to him. I like it.
A lot of personality. I think that it's kind of infectious with him. You think about the running back spot. They've got Marlon Mack. They've got Rex Burkhead. I could see this guy splitting the position with one of the veterans and carrying the football a lot as a rookie.
All right, draft is over. You got some undrafted free agents on board. Time to get to work. Let's start OTAs, get these guys on the field, and cover some football, man.
Absolutely.
Aaron Wilson, Pro Football Network, Sports Talk 790. Thanks for the time, as always.
Thanks for having me.